Natural disasters like flooding can be difficult to explain to children, so we wanted to find out how you should be talking to your kids as we approach the anniversary of the floods of 2019 and any potential future flooding. I'm joined now by children's author Julia Cook of the Fremont area originally. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I know so many people know and love your books. Those who aren't familiar with your work, tell us a little bit about what you focus on.
So if you read a book to a child and that book has skills in it, the skills will dissolve into their heads, and then they can use those skills for their whole lives to solve problems from the inside out versus the outside in. So we take tough subjects and put them in kid languages in a 32-page book.
So tough subjects, something like floods or a natural disaster where, you know, it's hard for us even as adults to really think about how we feel about it, how it makes us feel, what to think about it. So when it comes to kids, how do you talk to them about it?
You want to make sure that you have a relationship with your child built on trust and communication. So if they ask you a question and you don't know the answer to it, look at them and say, I have absolutely no words for that answer, but I'm going to find out and we'll talk again. Don't make something up. You can't predict a disaster. And kids are so scared and they don't know what's going to come next. And if you sit down with your child and say, I can only imagine how scary this is for you. Will I get flooded again? Well, nobody knows the answer to that question, but we're all doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. And together we're strong.
I think that's an important part, the will it happen again, because kids might be a little anxious. They might know this was the time of year and they might still be dealing with some of the trauma that came with that event. Especially we have people who are watching this at home who may have lost their homes or
we have
a
kids
lot of belongings.
That lost absolutely everything. And so that changes a person. So the best way, you talk to your children, you let them ask you questions. Don't try to pry it out of them. Let them come to you. So you're supportive and you're a team and you figure out ways to, believe it or not, one of the best stress relief for kids have is to give to others. If you can find some way where they can do something nice for other people, they feel good about themselves, and that relaxes them and helps them feel a little bit more in control.
I love that you brought that up, that sometimes when you can talk about the positive aspect of it, and we've been talking about this throughout the newscast and in the past as well, but you did something with that where you made sure kids could actually think about what can we do good here.
I couldn't get home. I flew in and I couldn't get home, so I put on my Facebook, my town needs your help, you guys, wear a hat to school and bring $1 and then send me the money and I'll give it to the Fremont kids, thinking I would raise $5,000 or $10,000 for the kids. Across the United States, we brought in over $70,000. We bought beds and shoes and dressers and toys and diapers. We were able to pay for some counseling for these kids, and it was all because kids gave. And I was overwhelmed by the response. I had no idea. I mean, I've done a lot of schools all over, but from Alaska to Florida. And the school that raised the very most was a school right here in Omaha, Patriot Elementary, and those kids just said, hey, we got to help out the kids in Fremont.
Thank you so much.
You are
We
so
appreciate
welcome.
all of your advice and all of your help in bringing out the best in some of these area kids.
Wow.
It's really special to see.
Omaha's a great place.
So true. Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.